Well, how's everybody doing? Just doing some more messing around with Ruger American Ranch Rifle and 300 Blackout with some CFE Black. I've reported some previous problems with these primers not firing consistently in the gun and really not working at all. And most of your 300 Blackout load data, when you look at it, they're always using small rifle Magnum primers and Magnum primers because primarily most of the powders you're using are Magnum powders. And honestly, the case fill on most cases, especially your supersonic rounds, you're going to have a totally full case fill, or at least 85-90% case fill on these things. And I've always used the number 41 just because I started with these in 223 when I was loading, and they're typically people prefer them for the AR platform. Although I've used other primers safely, but to prevent slam fires, they have a harder cup on them. But also, as far as the Magnum primers go, from what I've read online for CCI, basically these are the same as the small rifle Magnum primers. These just have the harder cup, but they're the same mixture as the rifle Magnum, small rifle Magnum primer. So that's what I've read online. If I'm wrong about that, sorry, but it has played out in my testing with these in the past because I've loaded the same rounds in 223 or 5.56, and I've shot with regular small rifle, and I'm shot them with this, and I always get higher velocities with these. So I just wanted to try a couple more primers in my Ruger American Ranch and see what type of velocity difference, if any, there was with these. So the Fiocchi small rifle primers is what I've been using. I got some of these a couple years ago. It's the Winchester version of these, and basically, as far as I can tell just from my own testing, these are both pretty much similar. uh, I bought so many of these years ago when they were cheap. I mean, when I bought these, I thought they were expensive, because they were like $40 a thousand, compared to other small rifle primers that were like $25 for a thousand. But just because of the ARs and stuff, I've kind of stuck with those over the years, and now everything's sky high. So, but anyways, I just want to see what the difference in these two were. And the first, I was shooting 147 grain full metal jackets, and the first ones I shot was the Fiocchi. And I'm trying to work on my load data here with the Garmin and Excel. I'm not really great at Excel, but I think I'm getting a little better at it. But as you can see, is a 147 grain. I was using 18.5 grains of CFE black, and they got really good numbers on that. Standard deviation 3.1, extreme spread 7.1, and like I said, this is with the Fiocchi. I got the average of 1806. 1806, really close spread, really close standard deviation. Really good, decent group, really, for that. So, that's probably going to be a good load for me going forward. I think I'm just going to stick with 18.5 because I was trying out some different loads, and really 19 is going to be like a compressed load for what I was using, the bullet I was using. So, it's pretty close. I mean, this is like 90% case fill or better, probably 95. But and this is the Winchester, and as you can see, still had pretty good standard deviation 5.6, still pretty good extreme spread. But as a whole, and the group was not bad. I mean, it was basically the same. This group on this one was just a hair tighter, but I basically had two shots on top of each other, then one way up there. So, and I was shooting all these with the Silencer Crow hybrid. But as you can see, the velocity difference, basically with the Winchester number 41s, it was 20 feet per second faster. And it wasn't just like a one-off. I mean, yeah, it's only 3 rounds, but they were all 3, consistently. And with the standard deviation and the spread, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can look at that and say, yeah, the Winchester number 41s, you know, these are hotter. So, you know, this would be your Magnum, you know, primers, basically like these are. So, does it make a difference? Well, yeah, it does, and it makes a difference. 20 feet per second is a pretty significant difference. I mean, for the same powder charge and same barrel length and everything. So, and I mean, basically the group was identical, you know. And you know, just one more thing, if you wanted to look at the you know, the primers, these are the Fiocchis, and you probably can't see that at all, but I painted them green. And then these are the Winchesters, you know, and I had good you know, primer strikes on all of them, and they all worked. No overpressures, no anything weird. I mean, the edges are actually still rounded and everything, so you know, those all worked really well. And the Ruger American Ranch, so you know, that's kind of what I was looking at, you know, because I bought a few of these, you know, a couple years ago when I got real desperate, and you know, I've seen these come and go recently, you know, maybe as low as, you know, $80 for 1,000, which is still just, you know, basically double what I paid for these, you know. But I mean, times are what they are, so you know, it's still, in my opinion, you know, cheaper, you know, to reload, especially for 300 blackout. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was loading those Sub X Hornady's. I went in the store the other day. I mean, they're selling 20 of those for like 38 bucks. I mean, you can buy 100 bullets for 38 bucks, and then, you know, do the reloadings. I mean, it's still, it saves money in the long run. Yes, it's equipment. Yes, it's a lot of things, but you know, in the long run, I think you're probably still, even with today's prices, saving a little bit of money. But anyways, sorry, this has been long-winded. I just want to do a little comparison between these two primers and see what the difference is. And you can definitely tell with the Magnum primers, you get 20 feet per second faster. But other than that, not a whole lot of difference. You know, the numbers on these were really good, you know, better than what these were. And the groups were still comparable, or if not identical. So anyways, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this video is helpful to somebody, and we'll see you on the next one.